the gods, their fatal strife began. Others to crush in the bud his swelling majesty, the Titans. Sons of primal heaven and earth, his swelling majesty. Sought my counsel. My gentle mother Themis, and earth, one shape of many names, prophetic told, that violence and rude strife were vain, craft might happily prevail. They gain, scarce with contempt, to hear my prudent words. I deemed it best to accept those proffered friendship. By my counsels was Kronos herald. Such was the kindness from me received by him who now doth hold Macedon of heaven. These the rewards of my great zeal, so it hath been ever. Suspicion's disease grieves the tyrants, and they who love most are first suspected. Listen to the traffic. Sounds like a river. I love rivers. I love the way they just go where they want to, whenever they want. It wouldn't stop. And one day, I stopped. I stopped the river. That night it rained. It rained all night long. In the morning, I went out to sea. My dam had all busted to shit. You don't know what life is like for me here. You just don't know. You know, that's what it's like when you love somebody. It changes you. I saw this little blue thing out of the corner of my eye, but I wasn't really paying attention. And I swept it up, and I threw it away. The very next morning, Annabelle comes down the stairs with one of her dolls, with a blue shoe, missing. And she asked me if I knew where it was. I told her I didn't. I mean, it wasn't really lying because I wasn't sure, but I did lie. And now, I think about that lie all the time. So when you came here with these little tiny paper shoes, they were not just nothing, they were something. I had to do something with it. So I put them in the stove and I turned it on high heat. I tell you, first girl I had, I began when I was 16. She was a schoolmaster's daughter over in Overton. Pretty. Beautiful, really. I read like a house on fire for her. I read everything but everything. We talked about everything. We talked our way from Persepolis to Timbuktu. We were the most literary, cultured people in 10 counties. Serpent in the grass was sex. Then I took on with a school teacher who had just been in an affair with a married man, caused a scandal. Nearly caused a scandal. She was a demon. She was older than me. White skin, played the fiddle. She loved everything about love, except for the sex. I loathed all that. I wanted a woman who wanted me, and wanted it. You know, I'm just about 21. I'm fed up with this other girl. Back comes Brooke, with airs and grace and a sort of bloom about her, that sort of sensual bloom you sometimes see on a woman, or on a trolley. I nearly went out of my mind. I gave up my job reportedly because I thought I was a weed going there. I took on, I was overhead backsmith in Teversham, shoeing horses mostly. It was the pillow woman. He'd taken all the life out of me. And she wanted me and made no bones about it. And that is what I wanted. So that's what I did. I fucked her like I couldn't. She began to despise me for it. Being so pleased about it. Bringing her breakfast in bed in the morning sometimes. Came back on her like a raving necessity. The part, the very tip-top of her beak, the part that rubbed and tore. In the end, I couldn't stand it. We slept apart. I hated her. She hated me. My God, how she hated me before she had the child. I'll admit she conceived the child out of hate.